everyone, welcome back to JCarMania, your go-to channel for the latest and most thrilling car reviews. Today, we've got something truly special for you, a full performance review of the 2026 Volkswagen Fusca, also famously known as the Beetle. Yes, you heard that right. The Beetle is back, and it's back in a way we never expected. Volkswagen has given this iconic car a bold, futuristic reinvention without compromising on the soul that made it a legend. This 2026 Fusca isn't just about nostalgia. It's not some quirky throwback meant to live in the past. It's a genuine performance machine built with today's engineering prowess, a touch of tomorrow's tech, and a heart that still beats with that unmistakable Beetle charm. So, let's dive straight into it. Under the hood, or shall we say under the rear in true Beetle tradition, is where things start getting really interesting. The new Fusca comes with a fully electric powertrain. That's right, no more air-cooled boxer engine hum. Instead, you get a whisper-quiet yet brutally responsive dual-motor setup on the AWD variant, and a single rear-mounted motor on the base model. The dual-motor version packs an impressive 340 horsepower and 450 Nm of torque. That might not sound like supercar numbers, but remember, this thing weighs under 1,700 kilograms thanks to a clever use of aluminum chassis components and composite body panels. From 0 to 60 miles per hour, you're looking at around 4.6 seconds. That's Tesla Model 3 territory, folks. And unlike many EVs that start strong and fade, the Fusca's power delivery remains smooth and punchy all the way up to highway speeds. One of the standout things about driving the new Fusca is how balanced it feels. The engineers at Volkswagen have put a huge amount of work into keeping the driving dynamics pure. The battery pack is laid flat in the floor, giving it an ultra-low center of gravity. Combined with a near 50/50 weight distribution, the Fusca feels nimble, agile, and surprisingly composed in corners. The steering is sharp, not artificially heavy like in some electric cars, and you get genuine feedback through the wheel. Whether you're darting through tight urban traffic or pushing it a bit on winding back roads, this Beetle handles with confidence. It's not just a fun car anymore, it's a capable one too. Now let's talk about ride quality. VW has used a new adaptive suspension system in the upper trims, which gives you the flexibility to switch between comfort and sport modes. In comfort, it's soft enough to absorb city potholes without a fuss. In sport, the car stiffens up just enough to give you that connected to the road feeling without punishing your spine. And what about range? The standard rear-wheel drive Fusca offers around 300 miles on a full charge, while the dual-motor AWD version comes in slightly lower at 280 miles. Both variants support ultra-fast DC charging, juicing up from 10 to 80% in under 25 minutes when plugged into a 150 kilowatts charger. So yes, it's a real EV contender, not just some fashionable remake. Regenerative braking is adjustable through the touchscreen or via paddles behind the steering wheel. In its highest setting, the car allows nearly one-pedal driving, perfect for city commutes. But for those who want a more traditional coasting feel, dialing it down is just as easy. Let's talk about sound for a second. And no, not the classic Beetle exhaust note, because that's long gone. Instead, Volkswagen has engineered a synthetic sound profile for the cabin that adjusts based on your drive mode. In sport mode, it mimics a low futuristic growl, giving you a satisfying sense of speed even when everything is electric and quiet. It's not loud or annoying, just enough to keep you connected to the performance. Now let's shift gears, figuratively, and take a quick peek inside. Volkswagen's design team has done a brilliant job of honoring the Fusca's past while embracing the future. The circular elements from older Beetles are still there. The air vents, the dash-mounted infotainment display bezel, even the classic dome-shaped glove box. But now, it's all wrapped in premium vegan leather, brushed metal, and backlit ambient trims that give it a spaceship vibe. The centerpiece of the cabin is a 12.9-inch floating touchscreen that runs VW's latest software interface. It's snappy, intuitive, and supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Below that, instead of traditional buttons, you get a capacitive control bar that lets you adjust climate, volume, and seat heaters, a polarizing move, but it works surprisingly well here. The digital instrument cluster is fully customizable. Want classic Beetle gauges? Swipe left. Prefer a minimalist EV range display with a map overlay? It's right there. Every detail has been designed to make you feel like you're driving something with legacy, but not living in the past. Space-wise, the 2026 Fusca is roomier than it looks. The roof is slightly higher than the previous gen Beetle, and the floor is flat thanks to the electric architecture, meaning rear passengers don't feel like afterthoughts anymore. It's still a compact coupe, don't get me wrong, but you won't be cramping anyone on a short drive. The seats themselves are fantastic. VW has introduced a new type of memory foam cushioning that molds to your posture over time. The sports seats in the GTS trim are deeply bolstered and come with integrated cooling and massage functions. Yes, massage, in a Beetle. Who would have thought? Cargo space. There's a front trunk now. Not huge, but enough for a small duffel or a backpack. In the rear, the hatch opens to reveal 14.5 cubic feet of space, expandable with the 60/40 split folding seats. It's practical enough for groceries, weekend bags, or a couple of carry-ons for your next road trip. And while we're in here, let's mention the sound system, because it deserves some praise. The top-tier audio package is developed by Harman Kardon and includes 12 strategically placed speakers and a subwoofer integrated into the rear panel. Crisp highs, punchy mids, and a bass you can feel without it overwhelming the cabin. Whether you're listening to retro hits or EDM, it delivers. Let's circle back to performance for a minute, because we need to talk about traction and control. The 2026 Fusca comes standard with VW's latest iteration of its stability management system. It's smart enough to anticipate slip in real time, redirecting torque with astonishing speed. That means whether you're powering out of a tight corner or dealing with slick roads in the rain, the car feels planted and predictable. There's even a drift mode buried in the GTS trim's menu. Yes, a drift mode in a Beetle. It's not just a gimmick either. When activated, the rear motor is allowed to slip a bit, letting you have some tail-happy fun in a safe, controlled way. It's more proof that this isn't just a rebadge. It's a redefinition. From a technology standpoint, the 2026 Fusca doesn't miss a beat. It includes all the Level 2 Plus driver assist features you'd expect. Adaptive cruise control, lane centering, automatic emergency braking, and even a self-parking feature that works for both parallel and perpendicular spots. A 360-degree camera system with eye-powered path prediction makes maneuvering in tight urban environments easy and stress-free. Volkswagen has also included OTA over-the-air update capability, so new features and improvements can be added remotely, a big plus in today's fast-evolving EV market. One of the most impressive things about this car is how Volkswagen has managed to build something so advanced, so modern, and yet so true to its roots. The original Beetle was never about being the fastest or the flashiest. It was about being accessible, fun, and full of personality. The 2026 Fusca takes that same formula and updates it for the new era: electric, digital, and connected, but never boring. Pricing. The base model starts around $36,000, which is extremely competitive for what you get, especially with federal EV incentives still active in many places. The dual-motor GTS trim we tested climbs to around $48,000, fully loaded. That puts it in line with the likes of the Mustang Mach-E and Hyundai Ioniq 5, but with way more character and, dare we say, heritage. So here's the final verdict. If you've ever had a soft spot for the Beetle, or if you're just in the market for a stylish, fun, and seriously quick compact EV, the 2026 Volkswagen Fusca is a must-drive. It's not just a comeback. It's a rebirth. Volkswagen didn't just revive a classic. They reimagined it with respect, purpose, and an eye toward the future. Thanks for tuning into JCarMania. If you like this deep dive review, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and drop a comment below. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the new Fusca. Until next time, keep driving what you love.